All right, welcome back to another trip, man. Y'all here with Trippy Joker, Trippy Velly.
We here with Tryppy Kozy, man. Go ahead and tell them about yourself, broski.
What's up, man? Y'all already know what it is, man. It's Tryppy Kozy, one of the members of the greatest group ever, man.
Yes, sir.
So I want to start off by saying I'm glad you're on the team. You feel me? You do your thing. He is our graphic designer. He does pretty much everything that y'all seen as far as like displaying pictures and extra filters on the video or whatever. Can you tell me about your graphic designing and how you got into that?
Okay, so for graphic designing, I got into it. So one summer, I was in seventh grade, going on to eighth grade, and I was into sports a lot. So
Mhm.
I was on the internet, I was on Instagram, I was just seeing all these designs, and I was like, "Yo, this is cool as fuck. I want to learn how to do this. Like, I want to learn how to make sports designs and all that." So it was hard, kind of go trying to go about it, but I found this app called Pixar on my phone, and I just started there, and ever since,
Pixar. I
like,
be making all my thumbnails on there.
yeah, Pixar. It's an underrated app. It's a very underrated app, but I started that in that summer, going into eighth grade, and ever since, I've just been building on, building on. I kind of forgot about graphic designing in my high school days, but something clicked once I moved out of Louisville, and I just started designing again. I was just good with Photoshop. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, I'm good at this. Like, I can do this. And one of my friends, one of my homies, Carlos, shout out to him. He asked me to make an album cover for him
Mm-hmm. Using Photoshop.
using Photoshop,
Mm-hmm.
and that was really the start of me like fully realizing and accepting, affirming I'm a graphic designer. I can do
Right.
this. I can, you feel me, have something in my head, and I can place it on this screen.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, man, it's been a fun journey. I love it.
Yes, sir. So, what's your biggest project that you use as far as Photoshop and graphic design?
Ooh, that's a great question. Well, I treat all of my projects, anything I do, I treat it as it's like best of the best. It's top tier. It's the most important. I say I feel like one of the most important graphic designs that I've done. Uh, the most important I feel like is my homeboy Doughboy.
Mm-hmm.
He has this album called "Take the Two, Leave the 10," and I feel like that album cover it was just like very important to get done because it took us a lot of months, a lot of
The
ups and downs.
album cover's right here.
You feel me? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
experiences and everything, man. And it's just like it really took us some time to do it. And I know how much it meant to him, how much time it took him to work on that album. And I just feel
Yeah.
like that right there was probably one of the most important.
So, uh, you call yourself Cozy. What makes you go by that? How'd you get that?
Cozy, well, that's a great question. I got that name around my freshman year of high school. It was just a word I kept seeing, like cozy, cozy. Shout out to ASAP Mob with the cozy tapes. I feel
Yeah.
like they was one of the biggest inspirations for me, like just finding that name. But they spelled it with a C.
Mm-hmm.
I spelled it with a K because my name's Calvin with a
Yeah.
K.
Yeah.
The name Calvin Cozy was like, oh shit, it sounds perfect.
Facts.
Then Cozy, I'm a laid back dude. I'm very chill, relaxed. Like I just like having a good time, being in my own space, minding my business and chilling. So
Yeah.
I feel like Cozy is just like a perfect fit for who I am. And ever since then, it's like everybody calls me that. I hear Cozy more than I hear my actual name,
Facts.
Calvin. So
Yeah.
I'm glad I got to make something like that, man.
Yeah.
For
So,
sure.
so do you think Cozy, the new alias Cozy, gave you a new identity?
Definitely in a way it did because like certain people only like certain people have met me or have been introduced to me as cozy. So
Yeah.
it's like they don't even know like who like Calvin is. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
they be like, damn, your name's Calvin?
I
Like,
feel you on it.
yeah, it's like it's kinda
Yeah.
crazy, man. Just like, oh no, I kinda like it. Like people always like, yo, cozy. I'm like, that's me, like yeah.
Facts. Yeah, yeah.
So why do you feel like you exist on this earth? What's your purpose on here today?
That's a great question. So my purpose on earth and why I exist, feel like just to spread love, be a great person, be a great human being, and why I feel like that's my purpose is because what it took for me to realize that at a young age, lose all of that shit and all the ups and downs that I had to do to reach that realization again and understand what my true purpose is and going back to that. So
Yeah.
I do feel like when I'm spreading love, I'm me at my peak. I'm at my highest form. So I feel like that's really the main thing. You can dive deep into that, like
Mm.
spreading love, how I treat people every day. Going the extra mile to do something for the homies or something. You know what I'm saying? Anybody I love, care about. Like I feel like when I'm doing that, it reflects off other people, and it's like, man, wow, I like working with you, and it's like, okay, let's do something special. We can create something positive through this. So,
Right.
love's the way, man. Love is definitely the way.
What's your definition of love?
Of love, ooh, that is a great question. So, love is really like something that you can't live without, something that you would do anything for it, no matter what it is, what the situation or the circumstances is, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna always take that extra mile, that extra step. And it's genuine, like you doing that because it's who you are inside. It's like no discrimination or none of that. Like you
Yeah.
treating everybody the same, man. Love is really like
Yeah.
just a strong feeling that you really have to go through a lot to obtain it. I feel like not always, but the way that society is nowadays, it's kind of hard for like people to like believe that love is a great thing, but
Because everything's so cold now.
yeah, like it's so cool to be cold hearted or
Yeah.
stab people in the backs or be
Yeah.
rude, disrespectful. But man,
Yeah.
I feel like, man, if you love yourself, if you start by realizing that you a great person, you who you are, you amazing, you special, like it reflects on others. So you definitely gotta start with loving yourself for sure.
So who do you feel like inspires you? Inspires that drive to love other people and spread that knowledge that loving yourself and loving others is pretty much a key to life. Like it's essential.
Uh Definitely who inspires me, first off and foremost, God. God for sure. It's like
Shout out to God.
that's the embodiment of love, which I forgot to say in my last answer, but God for sure, like it's just inspiring to really like go through these trials and tribulations and just like understand, oh, I'm going through this for a certain reason so I can grow, I can, you feel me, get better, evolve.
Yeah.
And God is definitely one of them. Who else inspires me? Shit, a lot of people inspire me, to be honest. My friends, Tryppy, that's crazy. My
Yeah.
family, like
Yeah.
my little sister, inspires me the most. Probably like just off how I've seen her grow up and how she evolved and matured into a young woman. Man, it's just inspiring. Like it makes me want to keep going and doing better for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because if she can do that, then like anybody can. So definitely, probably my biggest inspiration is my baby sister, Tanaya. Love you.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Naya. That's a
Shout out
great.
to the fan, man.
For sure, for sure.
So, how do you feel? Do you feel like your upbringing has made you who you are today?
Oh, definitely, definitely. My upbringing, it was kind of crazy, man. Like I always said, like I've had the best of both worlds. I've grew up on good and bad. So like, I feel like experiencing all these things simultaneously, like it helped me become a more balanced individual. Like I can understand people in so many different situations, put myself in people's shoes in certain ways, because I know I've seen motherfuckers go through this, go through that.
Yeah.
And then a lot of things would be like just like some of the things not to do growing up, like just teach me, okay, I seen people doing this growing up, so I know that this is not the way. Like it just opens up a better path for me, and creating more opportunities, thinking outside the box, so I don't be like certain people that I came up with in my childhood. Like
Right.
you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
certain environments and all that. So
Yeah.
it definitely does have an impact on me today,
Hell
always.
yeah, hell yeah. So do you feel like people learn from what not to do from watching other people?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, you see how, okay, you might think something's cool as a kid.
Mm,
You seeing this because, like, oh shit, yes, it's cool. But as you grow older, and you start learning more about life, and you living more, you experiencing more, you like, oh shit, this is not the way. Cause like,
right,
I know there's only one place that I can go if I take this path. You know
right.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And it's like, I feel like, oh no, a lot of people be stuck in their ways. Like,
Mm,
they be stuck in like, they don't want to change, but it's definitely a battle. Like,
it
just
is.
trying not to be influenced by certain things,
Yeah,
and like just being yourself, being as real as you can, being genuine to what you should be doing, and not being influenced by all the outside noise. You know what I'm
So, what
saying?
would you suggest for somebody getting in that habit of being themselves and making that change for them to be them?
Definitely open up more. Like, when I say open up, not just like be a people person, but like use your mind, your heart, your soul,
yeah,
everything with
yeah,
that, and like just try things, man. Who cares if it's a motherfucker says this is lame or this shit's trash, or like ain't nothing in this, you feel me? Like, you can't make money in this, so don't do this. Like, nah, I feel like certain shit like that kind of like throws people off. Like, be like, man, I won't go this route because like it's the fast money
yeah.
and I can do that. But like, man, just stay open, man.
Hey, do you remember that Kendrick and J. Cole song that they collabed on each other's beats?
Black
And
Friday.
yeah, Black Friday, and Cole was like, talk about it. You know how started how you talk
Talk
about
about
it.
it.
So start to doubt it. You feel
Oh,
me? You know what I'm
roller
saying?
coaster ride.
Yeah,
How much
yeah,
do it cost?
yeah.
Yeah,
That
they
just
killed that shit.
yeah, that just describe what you said basically.
Yeah, you definitely just like open up, try more
Yeah,
things, man.
yeah,
Don't let doubters like stop you from doing something that you love and that you feel is right, like
yeah.
in the world and in society, man. That's real.
Facts. So, what's some of your best experiences in life? Your top five?
Ooh, top five. All right, y'all. Give me a few seconds for this one.
For
So,
sure,
Sure.
for sure.
top five experiences, man. I've lived a lot of things, man. Top five. So one of them I would say is, and it's not just like one experience. It's like, you feel me. It's like a period, a time period. So when I moved back to Detroit in 2019 November,
Mm-hmm.
I stayed there from November 2019 up to June, July 2020. So as y'all know, like, I moved in a period right before COVID, and I experienced it like just living in another state in COVID. And I feel like when I left Louisville, I was like probably the most depressed individual ever. Just like, man,
Mm-hmm.
moving to Detroit and just learning how to live in a different environment, a different state, just getting away from all the noise. I feel like it helped me get my mindset better. It helped me understand more things about life. Like, why did I feel this way? It's like, oh no, everything that I did in Detroit, it helped me be where I'm at today and not be in that dark path. So just living there was one of probably the greatest experiences ever.
Mm-hmm.
Another experience, top five. Oh, let's see. I definitely would say, I had a shroom trip watching Doctor Strange. That might not sound like shit, but man, watch Doctor Strange off the shrooms. That's all I gotta tell y'all, man. Watch
You
Doctor
felt like
Strange
you was
off
in a
the.
movie type shit.
I feel like that literally like expanded my mind and my creative range. Like
Yeah,
just seeing certain shit, and it's like the movie's already crazy if you watching it sober, but like the shrooms enhanced it in a way where it was like, man, what the fuck? Like, why do we live in a box? Why do people box themselves in? You feel me? Why can't we open up and do anything that we want? So that was probably like really a top five experience, especially as an adult.
mm-hmm.
That shit was crazy. So another one, let's see. Uh, okay. I drove from Louisville to Los Angeles and back to Louisville. That
And what time span?
time span. So we left in August. We left in like the middle of August and we stayed for a month and came back towards the end of
I
September.
remember that. Yeah, with
Yeah.
Alan and
Nope, nope,
no, you
nope.
went
That's
with
that
Alan
wasn't nope. That was I was with
and Nate.
I know what you talking about, but
Oh yeah,
nope.
yeah.
That's a
Them niggas
different.
was up there.
They was this was a trip I went with my pops, and
Uh,
my sister, my
yeah.
baby sister. So
Damn, y'all drove.
and we drove. That was
What y'all driving?
he had a Cadillac truck, Cadillac
Cadillac truck.
Suburban.
Y'all made that in the Cadillac Suburban?
Yeah, round.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
nigga.
So why that was one of the best experiences ever is just because again, y'all might see the theme is just like opening up and you feel me being open to life, but it just showed me like how big the world really is, but not
Yeah,
just the world, America alone. Because like
yeah,
going from Kentucky to California, you seeing so many different landscapes, so many different perspectives of how the country really is. Like
yeah.
we went from cornfields to a whole fucking desert. Like
Mm.
you feel me, to mountains to
Yeah.
fucking where you can see the fucking Pacific Ocean. It's just like, man, the world is really big. Like,
And that was just a country
and
drive.
that's just a country drive.
Country.
Like,
That's not even the whole world.
I know it sounds crazy, but like, you don't gotta do it. It don't gotta be that wild. But like, if you take a long just drive, a safe one, protected one, a long drive trip through America, and just see like how deep this country really is. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that was really one of the best experiences ever for real. Cause like, not only did it like open up my mind, but like a 8 hour road trip now is nothing. So I feel like that just inspired me to just travel more, go certain places around the city and all that. But yeah, man, that's three. I got two more, so I'm gonna try to think of something like in my childhood or something. Let's see. Shit. Oh, okay. It's not best experience, but I feel like this is like it's just something that like really made me who I was and who I am today. So y'all know the wrestler R Truth.
Mm-hmm.
Funny as fuck, by the way. R Truth is funny as fuck. But I was in second grade. We went to go meet him. Like he was at some movie. He was at not some movie, some like phone store. You know how wrestlers be at pop ups and shit.
Yeah.
And it was low key fat. It was a line out there. So we outside wrestling and shit. We wrestling, we pushing each other around. I get pushed, but like it's so fun. We laughing and shit. So I push my mouth wide open. I chip my tooth
Damn.
on a window, on a glass window. I still met our truth, took the picture and everything. It was crazy. But so
Our truth.
why that moment, that story right there, like I say it's one of the best experiences because like having that chipped tooth, I got it fixed, but that didn't last until third grade. I bit an apple, motherfucker chipped again on me, man. So from second to third grade, all the way up to graduating or getting promoted in middle school, going to high school, I spent that entire time with a chipped tooth. And like sometimes I get made fun of it, like
Mm-hmm.
damn, fucked up teeth. But like eventually, like it taught me just like damn. So like if a motherfucker's really like rocking with me, they cool with me because of my personality, who I
Yeah.
am. So like
Facts.
I eventually just started being so cool with so many people and like the bullying started getting way less. Like I grew more confident in myself. Like I look like this, like I was getting made fun of for this shit, but now like
Yeah.
with this shit, it don't mean nothing.
It's just
And
like
Facts.
it
A Code, crooked smile, nigga.
crooked smile and
You
like
hear me?
that instilled a confidence in me of like realizing another thing that like I'm a great person. I'm a great human being. And nothing anybody can say like about my looks or anything, like that's not going to destroy my confidence. And like that just goes back to what me saying earlier, like really being confident, knowing who you are, knowing like no matter what somebody say, what matters is how you view yourself in the mirror, man. Your reflection. That's what matters to start off. So, getting my tooth chipped. I feel like, man, just so many things that I dealt with growing up. It really defined me into like a confident, strong person, and that's what makes me love like being confident. Like it all hand in hand goes together, man. So shout out to R Truth, you funny motherfucker. I low key should have asked you to like pay for that shit because
Oh, bro.
it wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault, gang. But you feel me?
No, that's crazy as hell.
So top 5 experiences, my last one. I gotta think this one like all the way through. Give me some time on this one. Experiences, the last experience. I definitely gotta shout out to That's Crazy TC. We did a show in Manhattan, 2024 in March, and that was just why that's top 5 is just because like just seeing people who I've grown up with, who's from Louisville, Kentucky, like go out in the city and do something like this. It was just an amazing experience, inspiring. Cause it's like, man, when I was a kid, like I used to be like, man, Louisville so slept on. Like it's so much talent in this city that like we just really don't have the platform or the opportunity to really like
Facts.
to spread our name out and to grow up like thinking that, and then like you feel me, as we get older I'm seeing my generation like break that shit, and it's just like,
We
man,
coming up for sure.
coming up we like fuck the opportunity. If you ain't gonna give us one, we gonna make that
We
shit
gonna
for
make that
ourselves,
shit.
like, and that's not just TC, that's like the entire like Louisville. It's like it feels like a renaissance in Louisville, like with the creators and everything. Like we definitely got like negative stories about us and all that, but like I feel like the positive definitely outshines it, especially as the city gets together more. And just seeing the homies, man, perform in Manhattan, seeing people who don't like know much about the city and like get interested in it off that, like that was definitely a top 5 experience for sure. And just like I've never been to New York, so that was my first time being in New York. So like, man, it was cool, man. It was cool for sure.
It's a dope
Those were some
experience.
amazing life experiences, man.
Crazy.
It was dope to hear all them stories. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Appreciate that, brother.
And it sounds like you already traveled to a whole bunch of places, so I don't even want to ask you where you've been. I want to know which 3 places that you would like to go that you haven't been before.
That I haven't been. So y'all heard this in the Joker interview. Y'all gonna hear it here right now. Like this has to happen. Amsterdam is number 1 on the fucking list. Like Amsterdam, Netherlands, that is like the number 1 place I want to go. And then why? Because like I'm gonna be honest, the drugs.
Shout out to the coffee shops. If
The
you know, you know.
the coffee shops, the just like how progressive they are on those certain things. Like I just want to see what it's like to be in a whole country like that. Like, well, actually, what's crazy is Amsterdam's not a country; it's a city. So, correct me on that, y'all. Amsterdam's actually a city. So, just to go to a place outside of the United States.
Thanks.
So is the Netherlands?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Netherlands is the
it's a Nether,
country,
yo.
and Amsterdam is the city.
Yeah.
So yes, I love to go to Amsterdam. That's definitely number 1, and not just for the drugs, but like for the drugs, the tech too. Like the tech goes crazy in Amsterdam. The tech world, they're progressive in a lot of things that like involve the brand as well. Like Tryppy, what Tryppy is.
Definitely.
So like, I would just love to go there and enhance that trip with the gang. Like make a name for ourselves out there. So that has to happen. Like I don't know when, whenever, but soon. Second, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go to a city for this one. I want to do like I just want to visit all around this country, and that's South Africa. Why South Africa? Because When I was in high school, like South Africa, the history and like the culture and shit, I was like deep into it. Like
Mm.
their story was like interesting to me, and like just seeing how they came up and how it was kind of like reflecting with how we grew up in America. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we like distant relatives, distant cousins in a way. Like,
Some of us got left behind.
you feel me? Like, and like
Listen,
just the land, the whole land of the motherland. Like the landscape is beautiful in Africa. I just want to see it. I want to experience like
Bro, I
what
didn't
it's
know it
like.
snows in Africa.
Like I didn't either. Like snow is crazy.
Snows in Africa,
it
bro.
snows in
I didn't know
Africa.
that. I didn't know that.
That's
But
crazy.
for real, like growing up as a kid, we heard like you came from here. Like
Real
we
talk.
get told like slavery and all that. Like we came from there on a boat, and not just South Africa specifically, but the entire continent. Like, man, I just want to experience that and try to find like see if I can find myself in that. Like learn about the history, see if I can trace like where exactly my ancestry is in certain places in Africa. You know what I'm saying? And that's definitely a place I know they show love and just see how they live over there. Cause I know it's a whole different perspective, like in certain places. So South Africa, but really I want to just do a whole tour on the continent of the motherland.
They say you live longer over
Africa is
there.
crazy.
You do like
Because the different food, they got like real food,
the foods is
better
different,
air
man.
quality, better water quality.
The diamonds and all that, like it's definitely a rich land, but sadly it's been manipulated, damaged. Lastly, last place I would love to travel. Hmm. 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 I would say, I would definitely say Jamaica. Jamaica because the lifestyle, the landscape, the islands. I love reggae music.
Yeah, and the people for
The
sure.
people, yes, the
Well,
people,
they
the
speak
the
patois.
party,
Speak
patois.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamaica's definitely a place that I love to be. Shout out to Bob Marley and the
And the
Wailers.
Real
He's
talk.
on it. He's
Wailers,
on it.
nigga.
He's on it. He's on it.
Yes, sir.
I grew up
Niggas.
I grew up listening to them a lot. Just like Africa, Jamaica has a history and a story behind like why they are the way they are today. Like it's just certain places in the world that I like to go and visit to learn and see those things. And it'll feel like home a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It definitely wouldn't feel like I'm too much of a stranger over there. Like I've always said growing up, I want to move here. Like
Yeah.
type shit.
You just gotta learn patois.
Just gotta.
Feel me?
Hey, shout out to Jamaica though.
Nah, facts.
Man, what's your favorite food?
Favorite food, pizza, definitely pizza and burgers. I love pizza. I love a bacon cheeseburger, but don't laugh at me. I eat my burgers plain as fuck. Like, don't put all that extra shit on my burgers, bro.
I love everything on the throw.
But I don't blame y'all, bro. I just me, I'm weird with it. Like bacon, cheese, and the bun, the patty with some barbecue sauce though. Shout out to barbecue sauce. That's my favorite sauce. Barbecue sauce, hey, top tier, man.
Baby Ray, sweet baby Ray.
Sweet baby Ray, stop playing. Y'all, hey, y'all wanna go on no barbecue, no barbecue tour.
He is the barbecue man for real.
He knows. Hey, he knows.
Is right.
He knows. That's why he's laughing like that.
You
Cause
gotta have barbecue in the refrigerator for that
That's our
second, bro.
barbecue.
Or something's going down. Something's not right.
Hey,
Real talk.
Hey, Kozy, what's some advice you got for the youth, for the young niggas out here?
that's a great question. That is a great ass question. Young niggas. I'm gonna start off young niggas, but
Warren Nessus.
you feel me? Furthermore, address y'all as young men, man.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta understand that the streets is not fucking it.
It's not.
My advice is to stay the fuck out the streets. You hear it so many times, but man, there's only certain place you're in, and it's not many places. It's death or jail. We all die, but you should choose a better way how you would want to live your life and create a legacy for
Hey,
yourself.
it's cliche, but that's true. It's
It's
all it is.
truth, like
That's all it
It's
is.
truth like a
it's truth, and
motherfucker.
like I said, like build a bigger legacy for your family. Like if you feel like you feel me, you grew up in a certain way, a bad environment, like don't let that bring you down, man, cuz there's opportunities out there for anybody, and it might be harder for you cuz like the cards might be against you, but like man, nah, man, it's only going to make you stronger. The more shit you deal with, the stronger you'll get, I promise. And that's a real thing that I want to say, like to any kid out there that they might feel down or might feel like they alone in the world, man. Don't
Mm.
feel that way, man. Accept love. Accept love. If that's like anything I could tell anybody, man, accept love and just know that nothing's wrong with that. You might go through certain things and certain experiences and be like, oh man, this motherfucker backstabbed me because I'm too good of a person. But like, don't let shit like that,
Don't let that turn you to a snake.
don't let that
Nice.
turn your heart cold, man.
Yeah.
Because I did that shit and I fought back like to get back to that point. But it's like, man,
Yeah.
when I was experiencing all that, man, it's like, this shit don't feel right. Like it feels like I'm out of place in the world, man.
Yeah.
I missed that on so much in life because I didn't want to accept love.
Yeah.
And like I didn't want to
That's a good.
change my mindset and see the brighter picture, you know what I'm saying? And to any of y'all, like why I say like just try to do it now, because if you stay, you gonna eventually change, and you don't want to do that shit too late to where you regretting too much. And like I'm 23 now, cause you feel me, it's my birthday. It's my fucking birthday.
Cozy Day, October 5th.
I'm 23 now, so
Yes,
man,
sir.
it just took me like I wanted to change that shit before it got too late, and I didn't want to look back and be like, man, I could have just did so much if you feel me, put that cold hard shit to the side and just opened up more and loved more. Like,
Yeah.
so love is important. If anything, kids, man, accept love, stay the fuck out the streets,
Mm.
and do what you feel like is really important to creating a better legacy for your family and for you, man. So that's what I really got to say to the kids, man.
Hey man, you said it was a good question. That was an even better answer.
Yeah,
For
that
real.
was legendary right there.
For sure. Man, we at our destination, bro. You feel me? Shout out to Trippy Joker. Shout out to Tryppy Kozy.
Hell
And
yeah.
shout out to the whole Trippy squad, man.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to
You know
Trippy,
me?
man.
Yes, Ersky. Shout out to Trippy, bro.
Shout out to Trippy, man. I
Yes,
love
sir.
y'all, man. For real.
Come on, gang. Hey, y'all stay tuned for the next episode. Y'all go like, subscribe, and share with everybody, man. It's Trippy.
Trippy out, man.
Stay tripping.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.